I think it should be out and about with Linda and Diane.
No,
Here we go.
we just
You don't want that?
we just gonna be Gym TV.
Welcome to
Oh, this is Gym
This
TV?
is just
MacBean Scotch
This is
Fitness.
with Tony, with you guys.
I am here with
This is Gym TV. And
At
if
Gym
you read
TV.
that, it'll say.
and I'm just gonna let you guys kind of watch as things go.
Because
This is gonna be my interview for everybody to kind of watch, and feel free to make comments and all that good stuff. Thanks for joining that.
in the middle.
You're gonna put me stuck in the middle again.
A rose between two thorns, as we say.
I could never remember that saying, but I love it.
A rose between two thorns.
I think it's
There you go.
But that's you and Tony.
Yeah, that's your.
Well,
That's you and Tony.
I'll take Linda as my other thorn.
So ready for my dad joke?
We got.
Feel this.
Well,
We
you
start going.
you haven't met Will York. Okay. He has the bad
So
day
what
jokes
was it?
every day.
So what was it? The Emmys or whatever were, that one actor went out and slapped Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah.
So here's my
The Academy Awards.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here was my dad. Here is my dad joke. I said I don't blame him for doing it because he was stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, that's good. But
His
it's a
wife's
bad
in the hard
day
place.
joke too.
Because he was funny until he looked around, turned around, and looked at her, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Whoa!" I think every husband has one through before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Oh my! Just looked at my wife. Look.
You're okay.
And this is just a sampling. I have way too much to go.
Kind of nice.
Well, I've been doing it a long time, so
Yeah.
I was actually going to get rid of them. Like, don't you dare. So.
Are you actually from Streeter?
No, I'm originally from Mokina.
That's what I thought.
Where is Okina?
Mokina is by Joliet.
Yeah. I went to school in Joliet.
It used to be a nice little town. Now it's about 40,000 people. I think there was 1,250 when I was there as a kid.
How about Rockdale? How's it doing? We used to rock down there in Rockdale.
Rockdale's a fun place.
Huh?
Rockdale's a fun place. We used to go study there in the bars when I went to Joliet Junior College.
Yeah.
And me and Gene, we were the only two that were of age. The other five that were studying with us were underage. We'd buy a pitcher of beer,
Yeah.
and we all were straight A students.
Yeah. So.
So the bartender loved it. We come in here about 1 o'clock, and we take up a table, and we study until about 3.
Yeah.
2 hours or 3 pitchers, whichever came first.
Yeah.
Well, you can easily turn a. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead and talk.
You can
That's
easily
not
turn
fair.
you can easily turn an F into an A.
Not in college. Actually, in biology, 101 and 102, I didn't even need to take the finals because my points were so high.
Well, really, two for you.
Yeah.
Science major. Don't ask me to spell it.
I flunked chemistry twice.
Oh, no.
I didn't even do it.
AT McGill flunked me the first time.
Did you go to school out there? Or
No, I went to I went to beauty school there.
okay.
Where?
Joliet School
Oh,
of
Joliet?
Beauty culture. Yeah. I don't even know.
Did
if
you
it's still there.
graduate?
Yes.
Oh, because you did. I was going to start singing beauty school.
No,
Oh my God.
I graduated from there. It was a fun town. We had a
My
good time.
my niece does that.
Yeah.
So she actually
Is the
does.
school still there?
I
Right
don't
on
know.
Joliet?
She went up to Chicago,
Oh, okay.
so I don't think it is. But she's now
I
down.
forgot you went to beauty school.
Yeah, a long time ago.
She runs an office in Chicago and New Orleans, and she does makeup for models and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Good for her. Good for her.
All right, tell us when we're ready.
What did she look at the script, Linda, or what?
Yeah, I got it. I got it right here. Ready? Welcome to Gleam TV. I'm Linda
Hello,
Field.
stop.
I did this.
It's Gym TV.
Oh, I'm so
We're doing
used
Gym
to it.
TV because
I know.
Oh, I
know,
better write that
know.
down too, because I'll forget.
because
I know. I'm so
it's
used
it's
to
a
it.
whole we used to have we had a whole lot with Gym TV.
Yeah.
So
And I have not.
they're a part of us, but they're
I didn't even know we were still doing Gym TV.
Yeah, well we got
Oh,
we are.
All right, well,
That's fine.
all right.
All right, here we go.
Take 2.
Welcome to Gleam TV. I'm Linda Freehill
Hello,
and
take
Diane.
3.
Did I say Gleam again?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Cut my mouth.
Welcome to Gym
I-
TV. I'm here
I
with
told
Linda
you
and
we have a
Diane.
lot of fun out here.
Third time is a charm.
All right, all right.
Ready?
Hang on, wait, let me move my coat.
Oh, for God's sake.
It
Well,
looks
that just ruins
it's like,
everything.
when you go to somebody's house and they
I
clothes
am
on the back
so
of the
used
couch.
to saying
See
it.
it. Or maybe you can.
I can see it.
Oh, we can't see it over there.
Oh.
I think. Oh, you're
They're gonna know.
Hey, hi,
I did
Greg.
it.
Hey!
You're gonna know I did it 3 times. Twice. Third time's a charm.
And this is all going on YouTube right now, right?
Right.
live on the air.
My millions of subscribers,
This
I
is
don't
why.
have.
This is why we record first
Yeah.
and edit.
Editing's important.
That is.
You do a good job. All right, Miss Linda.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Welcome to Jim TV. I am Linda Freehill with Diane Munsell.
Hello, hello, hello. It's so good to be here with you.
Thanks. It's the first time for
I
us to be in
know.
together.
I know. Our
so,
first
yeah.
time.
First time.
Woo.
Yeah.
John.
And today we are going to interview Streeter's very own John MacBean, winner of 2023 UPA Bench Press National Championship. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Jim TV is an affiliate of Gleam TV. And so I'm proud to be, I'm the guest today. I'm the guest host today for Jim TV. And bench press. What's a bench press?
So bench press is a
How much?
core exercise where you're laying on a flat bench and you're bringing the bar to the chest, not here, to the chest, and you're pressing a full extension. That's one rep. And
How many times do you do that?
well, if you're working out, depending on the weight, your reps can range anywhere from 15 down to 3 reps. When you're competing, you're doing a max effort, so it's only 1 rep. So what
And then you go
So-
by your weight, so of how much you can lift.
And because we're in a world organization, we actually lift in kilos. So a lot of times you'll see.
Oh, good gravy.
you'll
That brings me back
see
to nursing.
You'll see odd numbers, instead of,
Right.
like my number one lift is 202.5 kilos, which is 446.4 pounds.
That's 4 of me.
So, and that's because a lot of these organizations that I was with WAP and USPA and that are not just national, but they're world.
All right, and I'm reading my little notes here. And this win makes you the #1 in the United States
Yes.
and #4 in the world for 60s to 64. How old? What's the older person that bench or whatever this is? Bench presses.
The oldest person, so at the
You
last meet I was at, we had a man there who was 86 years old.
Get out!
Absolutely. I got a picture of him on my Facebook.
Wow.
So,
And may I ask how old you are? Then you're between 60 and
62.
64. You're
I'm
62.
Yeah.
All right.
So how old when you began?
Well, when I began lifting, I was 13.
Oh,
I
okay.
was in sports.
I was just gonna know. Is that like in high school that you were lifting?
Yeah, just before.
Mhm.
In 8th grade, I started.
Okay.
Had an old concrete plastic coated weight set from Sears. I actually built my own bench from lumber, some spare lumber that my dad had. He was a carpenter, and I had that in my bedroom. And I would lift
What
in my
was
bedroom.
the motivation to start doing?
Well, I was like any kid. I was very light, and I wanted to get stronger, and I wanted to get heavier.
Were you bullied or anything?
No,
No. Okay.
no, even though I was light, I had no problem fighting.
Okay.
I didn't care if you were bigger or not. We were going to have a good time.
All right.
But back then, you could slug it out, and an hour later,
And your friends again. Yeah, best friends.
Well, that wasn't that fun.
Well, some people.
But I kind of got more fights with my best friend than anybody else.
So, what is the heaviest that you've ever done? Is it all? What's the difference between bodybuilding and
Powerlifting?
powerlifting? There's 2 different things, right?
Absolutely.
Now, you're not a
bodybuilder.
You're not a bodybuilder. You're a
Powerlifter.
powerlifter. So, what's the difference?
So a bodybuilder is somebody who's going to sculpture himself or herself, and their exercises are designed to bring out the best form and design and tone. So their workout is going to consist of a lot of reps, a lot of special exercises, a lot of isolation exercises, and then before meet they need to diet. They need to know exactly how many carbs they're eating, how much protein, how much fats and that, and to me, it's a lot more work. Now they may think what I'm doing is a lot more work because my workout consists of lifting lifting very heavy weights.
What's the heaviest?
Well, the heaviest I've lifted in the gym. Because I'm seeing what you lift in the gym, what you're going to do in a competition are not going to be the same things.
Okay.
But the heaviest I did in the gym was 480 pounds.
Oh,
Wow. Didn't you, when I talked to you about coming here and being interviewed, didn't you just win something?
I did.
right, period, right?
The one you're on there, I won the in a 242-pound class. I
Uh-huh.
broke my national record of
That's what I thought you
397 by doing 413.
do you have a
Wow.
goal? You have a
Yes.
weight goal to get to?
In both the 242 and the 275-pound class, I want to be number one. So I got to, in the one, I've got to push about 465 pounds in competition. And the other one, I think it's the same weight. So I need to do 465 and two different weight classes.
So
Wow.
you have a basic training routine that you do to,
Now it'll switch up. I mean, if something stops working, then you have to sit there and you have to change it up. So right now I'm doing a lot of what I would call middleweight reps. So my workout I have to warm up, and everybody should warm up. When they're stretching or doing light weights or reps. Once I warmed up, yesterday I went in and I did 240 pounds by 20 reps. And then I went to 280 and I did that by 13 reps. I could have did more, but I didn't have a spot.
and you really like doing that, huh?
I do. And then the next one I did 320 pounds by 6 reps. And then usually if I have a spotter, I'll throw a 4 or 5.
Okay, now, is there different, I don't know how to say this, powerlifting? You said
Yes.
it's just the chest one, right?
No, there's
No.
also what I do what's called a bench only. Sometimes I do a deadlift only. There's also
What's a deadlift?
Squat is when deadlift you picking the bar up off the ground.
Off the ground over your head or just, oh, no,
Just bringing it
you
straight
just
up.
bring it straight up.
Yep. And
And then the other one is power then.
then the other, right, that would be like
Yeah.
a clean and jerk, but that's Olympic lifting.
Oh, okay.
And that takes not strength, but just they say coordination too.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
coordination.
Have you been in the Olympics?
I've been in the Senior Olympics.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm the gold medal Illinois champion for discus.
You are
I am.
for discus.
Yep, I did that last
What's
year.
discus?
Track and field.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that was another kind of weightlifting.
So I coached track here in Streeter and in Ottawa for quite a few years.
Oh, okay.
So I was a
Alright.
track coach for, at the time it was.
My brother was a
Saint-
soccer coach at the
it
high
was
school.
St. Anthony's, and then became
St. Anthony,
Michael's,
yeah.
And then we combined with Ransom, so I helped coach track there, and then I helped.
And
coach
your
track.
wife teaches at one of the schools in
Yeah,
town, right?
Yep. St.
Right? Are you originally from Streeter?
No, originally from Okina.
Okina, Illinois.
By Joliet.
By oh, I remember they might.
Yeah.
And then I helped coach the Marquette track team.
All right.
So I understand you have a YouTube channel too. Tell us about your YouTube channel.
Hi, everybody. So
Hi.
YouTube channel
Hi,
is MacBean Scottish Fitness.
Uh-huh.
Say that again.
MacBean Scottish Fitness. And that's-
Scottish.
Yes. Well, MacBean would be a Scottish name.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. No.
And the channel was developed by my 2 daughters, Shane and Cheyenne. So they did all that. Anything that looks cool, they did. I just did it. I also have an Instagram with the same name, which I
Okay,
just started.
all right.
So what I do on the YouTube channel is we're live streaming right now. I'll post my workouts. We'll have breakfast discussions where I'm making breakfast and we're going to talk about.
Are you on a special diet?
Yeah, I'm on a seafood diet.
A seafood, so you're not like the high proteins or carbs and,
I
Yeah,
eat
he
a lot of
did
high
mention
protein. Seafood diet is a seafood.
well, I know what that means.
I'm very heavy into protein. I need about 200 to 300 grams of protein a day. And I do that through about 5 or 6
Can I
minutes.
ask what you weigh?
Right now I'm about 245.
245. Well, you know what? You don't look 245
Yeah.
though.
I think weightlifters you don't because you're all muscle.
Right.
You're not fat.
Thanks. There's some fat. Remember,
We all have
powerlifter.
power lift. That's right. Power
Yeah.
lift.
Right.
And where do you train?
I train a few places. Train at the Edge
Okay.
here in Streeter, Illinois. I have stopped at the wellness operation that used to be Results for a few times. I've lifted there. They let me lift.
Oh,
there.
Results changed their name?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
Oh, I
I
didn't
got
know that.
new owners. They're the wellness operation.
Okay. Okay.
I also work out at Fitness Premier in Pontiac, and I work out at Shorewood Fitness in Shorewood.
Now, do you have another job also that you do?
I work for Cat.
You work for
Yeah.
Caterpillar. And how often do you train then?
I train about 5 days a week.
5 days a week. For how long? a period of time?
Anywhere from about 60 to 120 minutes. So 1 to 2 hours. And I got weights.
Wow.
I got weights at the house too.
I'm sure you're not
Weather's
sworn.
bad, I'll just leave that.
And you said you built your first, didn't you say you built your first
I built my
one?
first bench, yeah, when I was 13.
Wow.
You know, you didn't have the sporting goods stores you had.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, there was a 110-pound set sold at Sears. Yeah, maybe it was
Oh,
40
Sears
bucks.
used to sell houses.
Yep, they did.
that you put together.
They used to sell everything.
Yeah, they did.
Garages, everything.
Excuse
So
me.
yeah, I used that until.
So you've been going since you were
Until I joined the service.
13.
Yeah.
And you were in the service. Thank
Yeah,
you for your
yeah.
service.
Thank you.
Where did you serve?
So I was started out in Fort Sill, Oklahoma for basics and advanced training. Came home for 3 months to do recruiter's aid. That was a blast.
Really?
Got to come home from vacation and got paid extra money.
oh,
And then after that, I went down to Fort Stewart, Georgia for about 2 years. And then there I went to Korea for a year. And then my last unit was Fort Campbell, Kentucky, won the first airborne.
well, thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you.
very much.
And all 3 of my kids went to service.
Really?
Good.
Same service or?
No, they're smarter.
That's
So 2 Navy, 1 Air Force.
all right. Now,
Yeah,
everybody represents then.
Right.
She's still in the Air Force right now. The other two.
We notice all the awards you got here. Can you explain some of them to us?
Sure. So, well, we'll just start with some of the simple ones. These
Right.
are they're either going to give you a trophy or a medallion for your meets. Actually, I like the
okay.
medallions because they take up less room.
Right, right.
So this one was at the Iowa Games. That was 2 years ago. It was right after I did this event, which was the USP powerlifting,
Where was that at?
and that was in Iowa also. And I did.
Nice.
I actually did.
Real
Pretty heavy.
It was,
Not real heavy,
it
but it's heavy.
It's heavy.
It's heavy though.
Yeah.
It was the first. It was the first 2 times that I had benched.
Which one's your first award, or do you have it here?
No, I don't, because it was too tall to bring. But it was
Too
really
tall?
Too tall.
Well,
So
it would be one of
It
those.
was a
Right.
trophy then.
Oh, okay.
So that was for Sunlight Power. Dr. Latch used to have those.
Battlegrounds,
Cola.
Joliet, Illinois.
And the funny thing about that one is I didn't sign up for it. My buddy who owns a gym, Vince Robbins out in Shore Fitness, he signed me up for it. And then he told me the morning of, as he said, I'm on my way to pick you up. I said, for what? Oh, we're doing powerlifting. Yeah, signed you up. And I didn't do meets before that. I just lifted.
Oh, okay.
So we went down there and had a really good time. And
They say spur of the moments are the best.
yep, I won it. Yeah.
Oh, your
So,
first one?
First one, won it. It was close. Second place was only 5 pounds behind me. Third place was only 5 behind me.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
Oh my
So
gosh.
it was probably one of my most competitive meets.
And how old were you when you won your first?
It was 2010.
In 10. All right. All right.
So then once I
Yes.
started showing it, well,
Trophies here.
you met really good people, and I got like that. So
2013.
yeah,
And that's the thing this is the
yeah,
thing
that's
that you
it. Well, that's
or
they're
like
showing-
that.
Yeah, they're showing them a deadlift. You know,
A
this-
deadlift?
Yeah,
That's a
What is it?
deadlift,
The
people.
barbell. Yeah.
A deadlift.
and I think this one is national.
That is really nice.
And then these are all plaques that you got.
So these are certificates.
They're
So
certificates.
here's first place for the
Flags.
world championship.
Oh, where is the farthest away that you've
Lifted,
lifted?
probably Dubuque, Iowa.
Dubuque,
Des Moines,
Iowa.
Iowa. Des Moines,
Oh, not
Iowa.
out of the country?
No,
No,
no, never, no, I haven't had the funds to do that. I'd like to.
Get a-
I was,
you need to
I
get a
wonder if you'd be
sponsor.
safe though.
Yeah, well,
Never know where you're
Yeah,
going.
yeah, you never have.
I'm open for sponsors.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go,
But,
people.
I was invited to go to Hungary, but then COVID.
COVID screwed up a lot.
Yeah.
Yes,
So that
yes.
was,
certainly
that was
did.
for first place in my one world meet in 2019. Here's one for, I believe it's, here's my number one lift,
Oh, there it is.
446 pounds.
446.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the 275-pound weight class back then.
Right.
So what I did is that year I was doing so much traveling, I was kind of semi-retired, that I didn't bother dieting. I went to Arizona 3 times for seeing my one daughter because she was getting married. You know, we went to Hawaii. You know, we were traveling. I think that Google Maps, I had circumvented the globe 3.5 times. I drove
Really?
so much.
Wow. Wow. I just
So
love
it
driving.
was, and we drove. We didn't do any flying.
Yeah,
flying.
yeah.
But that was that one from, and then here's the Winter Open Championship, and this was National Championship.
Then about how often do you compete a year then?
Well, what I'm getting, my first competition since COVID was actually December of last year.
Okay.
And now I've done, so I want to do at least 3, maybe as many as 5 a year. Because they take a lot out of you.
Yeah.
First of all, training to get to that level.
Uh-huh.
And then once you do the meet, you're doing 3 max lifts. You know, so something that you generally don't do in the gym, you know, because you still have to warm up.
Yeah.
And all the adrenaline and all that, it takes about a week to 2 to recover. So between these two, I only had a 2-week period between the two. And that's why I was surprised that I hit 200 kilos on both those lifts, 440 pounds. I didn't think I was going to have maybe the next time, but I did. I pushed it up. And I try to keep doing that. I do the YouTube channel to motivate people to get back in shape.
Okay.
Which I do have a lot of people.
That's something else I was going to bring up. I know a lot of people, they work out or do stuff to lose weight.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about someone who has just recently lost a lot of weight and they don't need to lose weight, they just need to get stronger.
All right. So first
Build
of all,
their
Is there
core
something?
muscles
Yeah, is there
and
something
stuff
for
like
that
that.
person?
right, so I'm gonna kill a myth here.
You're gonna
Right,
kill a myth.
yes, you
All
don't
right.
lose weight in the gym.
You don't lose
No.
weight in the
You
gym.
lose weight on a dinner plate. You cannot outwork out a bad diet.
It all boils down to calories,
Yeah.
correct?
90% is your diet.
It's calories and
Right.
activities.
Exercise helps.
But you're actually building muscle.
You're building muscle, and for every pound of muscle you build, you burn 100 calories a day just by having that muscle.
Yeah.
So now it takes a lot to build a lot of muscle.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't lose weight in the gym. Now it can motivate you to lose weight because generally people in the gym are eating healthier. But if you're still going home and eating ho-hos and having ice cream before you go to bed and get up in the middle of the night and eating apple pie, so you're not going to lose weight. Now you'll be healthier, but you're not going to lose weight.
I'm
If
just
you
talking
wanna
about
get back
strength,
If you
strength
wanna-
training.
right,
Yeah.
want to get some strength, then what you need to do, remember, there's 3 core things to get strong,
Right.
and
Okay.
rest is number 1.
Oh, I'm good at that.
We ought to be really.
So if you have to have rest.
Yeah.
If you're not getting rest, you're not repairing the damage. you did.
Is that number 1?
That's number 1.
Yeah.
Nutrition is number 2.
Okay.
Right? If you're not feeding the muscle, you're wasting your time. And then proper exercise.
Right.
And what I mean by proper exercise, there are thousands of exercises in there, and they're all good. One of the things I hear a lot on comments is, well, that exercise don't do anything for you. That's a lie. If you're contracting a muscle, and you can't move without contracting that muscle,
Yeah.
you're doing exercise.
You're doing
So whether you're doing it with a barbell or dumbbell, if you're doing it with, bands, or if you're doing it with chains, or if you're just doing body weight exercises, if you're doing stairs, Pilates, yoga stuff.
Yoga? Do you do yoga?
I don't do yoga. It's not-
But that would be a form of
That's
exercise.
definitely just a body weight exercise.
How about
All those
stationary bike?
stationary bike.
Any of that?
Stationary bike is good because it's not impacting your ankles or your knees.
Right.
They said any activity you do is better than no activity at
Right.
all.
Right.
If you can do an activity for at least 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week, you will improve your health.
Yeah.
If you improve your physical health, you will also improve your mental health. Because the exercise that you're doing is stimulating processes in your body that is going to keep your brain more healthy. So there's so many benefits to lifting. And I powerlift, so I lift a lot of heavy weights, but I train people. I don't train them the same way I train.
Yeah.
I ask
Okay.
them, what is it, just like you said, what is it you want to do? I want to get toned, I want to get stronger. Okay, there's a workout to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to get leaner. There's a workout to do that. We're going to talk nutrition, number 1.
Yeah.
Because when I sit down with somebody, I ask them what their goals are. I ask them about their sleep schedule. And I ask them about their nutrition. They're like, well, what about the workout? We'll get to that.
I'll be darned. I
Get
never
to
even.
nutrition first.
Yeah.
If you go and work out for an hour and then you don't eat for 4 hours, you wasted your workout.
Right.
Or if you go eat garbage food, you wasted your workout.
Right. So you say the main thing is the sleep. I gotta work on my sleep.
Six-
really.
Oh, I don't.
A
I don't.
minimum of 6 hours of good sleep at night,
Yeah.
especially
Well,
for me.
12 is great.
12
I
probably
get
too,
that.
12 is probably too much.
Yeah,
6 to
they
8.
say you can get too much
You
sleep.
can. Generally, when I remember when I was a young kid, so I'd sleep in late on Saturday mornings, and then my day would be trashed. I never got out of that tired
Yeah.
feeling.
Uh-huh.
So generally between about 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
After that, it's just
Well, and they say too, it's best when you do wake up in the morning is to get right up and
Yeah.
not lay there and
Yeah, right.
like
right.
I do.
Yeah.
Like doze.
Well, sometimes
for
I'll get
hours.
up so early with the dog and then I'll lay back down again.
and there's nothing wrong with
That's not, oh, thank goodness.
that.
You're safe.
I'm safe.
The cat's at the door about 5:30 wanting food.
There you go.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you'd like to tell us or what we need to know? I'm looking here. I'm looking to see what else we got. You've answered really all our questions.
All of them that are on here.
Okay. Anything else you think
So,
we need to know?
I recommend people to get in some sort of exercise program, whether it's going for a walk around the neighborhood, whether it's going to the local high school, during the summer, walking on the track.
That used to be a really, really big thing. That they,
Yeah.
and when Kmart was open, people would walk around
Yeah.
Or-
Kmart.
yeah.
Remember
Or,
that?
oh, yeah, you had the Walmart.
There you go. There you go.
Or over here at the
Oh,
Armory.
yeah.
The Armory,
Armory,
yes.
yeah,
Armory,
yeah,
that's still
Armory.
being-
Why?
They still do it at the Armory?
Yeah, Robert there at the gym, he just turned 81. He's always talking about, he goes there and walks first, then he comes to the gym, he lifts. And he's in great shape.
Wow. How old? 81?
81.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
I
Gosh,
worked
that's
out,
my
I
husband's
worked out
age. I can
with,
see him doing that.
I worked out with being down in Bloomington, was 81 years old. I mean, he did some serious weights. I mean, 235 pound bench, 315 pound squat, 365 pound deadlift, 3 times.
Well, the thing is, if you don't quit,
And it's just,
and keep it up,
So here's a lot of things that I have probably learned through my own mental battles throughout the years is failing an injury, because injuries can definitely affect us.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people, probably as early as in their mid-30s, stop living an active lifestyle because they think they have to because of their age.
Yeah.
You may have to make adjustments, but you should never stop lifting. So when I put my videos out there, the amount of weight I'm benching, the amount of times I'm benching it, people are just astounded about it. I'm not, because I've been doing it.
It's just what you do. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And I don't see it as something that odd, because, all the lifters that are in the top 5 in my age bracket, I know most of them.
Yeah.
Do women do this too?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. One thing I did like about the WAP is we had a long, strong core group of women competitors.
Oh, that's
So
sweet.
we did really well.
In this age group? In this 68 group?
No, not so much.
Oh.
Yeah, no, the last one I went to, there was 4 people in my age group who were a little bit older, 2 of them were.
Really?
Wow.
Yep, and then down by.
See, I guess we don't have any excuse, Linda.
I know.
So
Are they,
you can talk
Are they
yourself into it.
beefy? Are they beefy?
No, they're not.
Oh, good.
That's another myth.
Beefy.
Okay,
That's
the only way you're going to get beefy, all right, as a female lifter, is you're going to have probably some sort of pharmaceutical help.
Oh,
Real? Ow. Ow.
Now, doesn't mean you
You
don't.
mean
get-
like hormones? Right?
Well, whatever. Well, I don't know what they take.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
if they're
Do
looking.
you
if
take
they're-
any kind of?
No, I can
anything?
take vitamins and minerals, and the only supplement I really take is called arginine. It's an amino acid, and I take a lot of that because it helps my circulation, helps my heart health. So I take that instead of taking the statin drugs from the cholesterol.
Okay.
I try it
steroids
right now.
or
I'm-
anything like
no.
that.
Problem with steroids is, now if you're a bodybuilder and you want to compete on the world stage, you're forced into it.
Yeah.
There's no way you can compete on the world stage without taking it.
Really?
The sport is kind of forced that into them.
Wow.
Wow.
Which
Well,
is because
that's not
they just
natural.
want bigger. They just
Yeah.
want bigger. That's
Oh,
what they want. They want bigger.
oh.
You can only get so big,
Yeah.
depending on how much.
Is
work
it
you
mostly
put in.
bodybuilders that do this?
No, there's some people that don't even compete do it. And I don't care. You're an adult. Make an
Yeah,
adult decision.
yeah.
I have no judgment on it either way or the other. I don't take them because, number one, I don't trust them
Mhm.
and I don't need them.
Right.
I'm lifting more weight than I ever thought I would in my entire life.
And you're doing this on your own. You're not taking,
Well, the
that
problem with
kind
the
of
steroids,
supplements.
steroid is great for building muscle.
Yeah.
But it doesn't build tendons, it doesn't build ligaments.
Yeah.
So what I'll see in competition, those people their muscles will tear away from their connecting tissue.
Wow.
And now they gotta go have operations, they gotta have it reconnected.
Good grief.
And it does more harm than good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you are going to take any sort of steroid or whatever else is out there, I hear a new name about every week from somebody. Do it under doctor supervision.
Yeah.
Do it under a doctor who knows what you're doing. Don't buy it off of, I've got roids.com off of Facebook.
Yeah.
I get hit with those guys.
Roids.com.
It's, I just made that.
Okay. I'm like,
But every now and then I'll get a friend.
now there'll be a new business out there called that.
It might actually be out there. But every now and then I'll get a friend request and I'll go look at their profile. And it looks like a pharmacy.
Yeah.
And I thought I just don't do that.
Wow.
Well, we sell regular supplements too. I have local people for regular supplements. Also,
I got one just last night.
did you?
Yeah. That they selling all of this, and
Right.
this guy's big though.
I don't care. The
You
last
know,
place I would buy that
but-
stuff would be
but-
online.
Be online.
You know what?
Yeah.
But like you said, this is what they sport is about. But now I don't know if they compete in the Olympics that they can.
No, Olympics don't much.
No.
They've gotten really good at
Now,
catching it.
do they drug
Yeah.
test you at these?
On some of the events, are drug.
Oh, they do? And do you know that before you get there?
Yeah.
Or-
Well, I mean, I don't lift in the Eagle because there are drug tested meats and there are non-drug tested meats.
Oh,
I like beating the people that are not tested.
that are
Yeah,
non-tested.
that's the ones I go after.
Okay.
Well, even in your sports and everything, they'll test them.
Well, sure, but people want to see home runs. They want to
I
see
know.
faster running backs. We've asked for something out of sports, and then the athletes have done what they had to provide that to you. So
Yeah.
if you're
Wow.
on steroid, they just say do it under doctor supervision and be careful with it, or whatever it's out there, TRT and HCI.
Yeah.
That's another thing. TRT is supposed to be big for the older generation,
Yeah.
and I know people on it, and they love it,
I never heard of it.
but it boosts your testosterone.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to.
Oh, I don't think I need that.
No, mostly for guys.
I don't need to test.
Because obviously our
Well, some women
testosterone
yeah.
does fall down. I had a friend who had to go on it because of a medical condition. His division between his left and right hemisphere was dissolving, and they had to do that to rebuild it.
Oh my God.
And when he called me, I was like, "Oh my God, John, this is the best stuff. I feel like a Greek god," you know. And then 2 years later, I asked him if he still felt that way. He said, "No, it wore off." And I think some of that stuff initially it does really good benefits for you.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's either you got to increase the dosage or it just stops
How
working.
many times a day do you eat?
I eat 5 to 6 times.
5 to 6 times a day. All right.
But proper, like your protein, and
Oh, yeah, milk. I ate a lot
less
of milk.
carbs.
A lot of
What?
milk and eggs.
Milk and eggs.
Yeah, I drink about half a gallon of milk
Sound
a
like,
day.
oh, that sounds like my husband.
Yeah, and it's not regular milk. I buy what's called Fairlife milk because it has half the sugar of regular milk and it's got 50% more protein per serving.
Never heard of that either. What's it
So
called?
it's Fairlife.
Fairlife.
Yeah, so if you go and just past the milk section, you'll see it there. It's in like a half gallon bottle, and it's either light blue, or red, depending on
Mm-hmm,
the type of milk you want. And I do it for the protein. I eat about 4 dozen eggs a week,
Yeah.
which,
Wow.
which I get from the neighbor.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to get my husband to gain weight, so.
Yeah.
to gain weight, there's a couple ways of doing it. There are weight gainers out there that you can get at some of the supplement stores. GNC or any of your local supplements will have what's called a weight gainer, and you just make it into a shake. Now the thing is, and I did it when I was losing some weight. I took a weight gainer. They'll ask you to put 4 scoops in. You put 4 scoops in there, you got pudding.
Oh.
Too thick.
It's too thick.
Okay,
So I do too.
Yeah.
And yes, you'll gain weight doing that. You also gain weight by eating at the proper times. So what's the most important meal of the day? Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Coffee is not breakfast.
Right.
Donuts are not breakfast.
Now you sound like my doctor.
Coffee, I mean, if you don't have time to make food, then just have a big glass of milk.
Yeah.
All right, you're getting about 100 good calories, you're getting aminos, and you're getting about 8 grams of protein.
My husband's gonna be so happy to hear this.
Well, and when I was younger, quite a bit younger, I needed to put on weight, and that's what the doctor had said then.
Yeah.
Drink a couple milkshakes a day.
Yeah.
So, you know, so there's a
Yeah,
suggestion
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and I did. I had to start cutting down on because I was putting on weight, and I more than what I wanted,
So-
but
I try to maintain about 245 for this year.
What's the heaviest you've ever been?
265.
265.
yeah.
And how much did you weigh when you started this? You said you were a little scrawny.
I wrestled 98 pounds freshman
You
year.
wrestled
really?
98. I used to be a wrestling cheerleader.
There you go. We had some. I wrestled
didn't-
98. I
I
wrestled
didn't know they
98. I probably was only about 160 pounds when I graduated high school. And then I went to service, and about 4 months later, I was 185 and about 3 inches taller. So when I came home, everybody looked short.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, you're not a small man.
I stayed about 185 for a very long time, and then after college, I got married, and then I was 205, and then it was
all that good
215.
cooking, all that good cooking,
But I
Mr.
was lifting 3 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Does your wife lift?
No,
No?
No.
Wants nothing to do with
it
it.
was not. She was never interested in it. It was never a part of.
Do your kids do it?
Occasionally, my youngest does a lot of activity. She lifts and boxes. I've taught her some other things.
Really? Oh, I love boxing.
I've taught her knives. I've taught her fighting sticks.
Oh,
My kids have shot with me ever since they were kids.
okay.
So,
I do gotta correct you about one thing about your wife. She does come to some of your events,
she does.
so
Yeah.
Right.
you make sure you say that, okay?
Yeah, she does. And I told her, I tell her I never miss a lift when she's there.
You never?
Miss a lift when she's there.
Oh.
So that gives an incentive to go, so you.
Right.
Well, I'm not gonna miss a lift, but I was watching.
Right.
You never hear the end of it.
Right.
How long have you been married?
30 years.
30 years.
When
Congratulations.
I'm 31.
Congratulations.
No.
Okay, is there anything else? Did we ask
Well,
everything we
I-
should have, or is there
so.
anything
It's
else
been
you
a
want to
nice
let us
year.
know? Yeah.
I tell you, if you're
Nice
interested in
to
getting in shape, there's a lot of information on the internet. You can follow my channel on it. You can,
And say your channel again.
it's MacBean Scottish Fitness.
Scottish Fitness. All right.
I'll remember.
Well, I'm going to be looking that up.
Yeah.
Being Scottish Fitness.
And I'm on Instagram too, but more of the informational
All right.
videos are on YouTube.
Okay.
And you can also email me at scottishfitness@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I do train people online. First thing I'll ask is,
How do you do that?
well, basically what I'll do is I'll ask you what their goals are,
Oh,
ask
okay.
about nutrition and rest. And then if they are working out, I ask about what they're lifting and how they're lifting it. We'll do a video chat, and then I'll put together a workout for them.
Oh.
And then as time goes, we'll make adjustments to it. I had one man in his 40s. He said, "Well, I'm benching 275 now. I want to get to 300." I said, "Well, you just join. Become a member. It's like $4, and I put something together for you." And last week he hit 300 pounds.
Oh, for heaven. Oh, that's got to make you feel good.
It
then.
did, 'cause he-
Yeah.
He made astounding progress. I was really amazed. He was just, and I think what it was is a lot of the reason he wasn't hitting was because he was a mental block. If you tell yourself you're not going to lift something, I had a young man I worked out with in Orland Park, and his goal was, he goes, "I want to bench 225." And I said, "Well, yeah, you just did 185 pounds for 8 reps. Mathematically, you should be able to do it." He goes, "Nah, I just can't do it." So work out for me. 2 weeks later, we put up 185. I added some 5s and 2.5s because I realized his math was not as strong. And he benched it twice. Man, that felt good. I think I'm ready for 225. I said, "You just did 230."
Oh, my gosh.
His blood, I said, I had 230 in the bar. So it was a mental block. When you seen those 245-pound plates on each side,
Yeah.
it became bigger than it really was in his head. In half this game is in your head.
In your head.
If you go up there thinking this is too much weight,
It's
you're
too much.
right.
Yeah.
Right? If you go in there and push it up.
Well, to go back to when I said, a person's beefy, I had just read about this guy, and he must have been a bodybuilder
Right,
probably,
right.
because they said, he had been beefy in high school and still was.
Oh.
And that's why I said that, because
Well, genetics has a lot to do with it.
Right.
There are some people that are naturally strong. I mean, I had a friend, at 14 years old, he was fully grown. So, he had a beard, everything. He matured at 14 years. It took me 23 years.
Right.
So, you know, people mature at different times.
Sure.
The problem is, at 14, he was much bigger and stronger than me, but at 23, he was half my size. So, but yeah, you know, when they say, well, if you're a woman, if you lift, you're going to get beefy. No, you're not. What you're going to do is you'll get stronger. You'll be able to do daily chores easily. Your metabolism will kick up. You'll feel better about yourself, both physically and mentally, and you'll start looking forward to it. I can't stress it enough. Get into some sort of exercise. I mean, do I look beefy? I haven't lifted for 49 years.
No, you look beefy. No.
Yeah.
Evidently, this
You look
particular
solid.
person wanted to be beefy.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And stay that way.
And there is a workout for that.
Yeah.
That's when you do more reps.
Yeah.
The
That's
body's dope. They look ugly.
Each their own.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Each their own. I give them credit because I see the work that they do in the gym. Or, you know, I see the work that the girls doing for the fitness and for just how much time they're spending in there working out. You know, how much time they're spending planning their meals. You know, it's a lifestyle. It's a good lifestyle. And I truly like it when I see people in my age group or even older continuing to do that lifestyle. And I think, you know, they say, do you get too old to lift, or do you just get old because you stop lifting?
Right.
And, you know, not necessarily need to be lifting, but you need to be active. You know,
If you stopped, you would have to start all over again.
and I've had injuries where I've had to start over. Just start over. You know, I know how to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, when COVID hit, and I got COVID, and I was out in the gym for 6 months.
You said you had
And I had
COVID?
COVID, Yep. And initially I was over a fairly short period of time, but there were some secondary effects. And I couldn't lift for 6 months. So when I got back in the gym, you know, my backs were up to 315. And I had to have a lot of talks with myself. Because
Wow.
people are saying, well, John, maybe you're getting at that age that, you know, maybe you got to start lifting the heavy weights, man. I said, I tell you, I'm just not ready to do that. Now, will that age come? I'm sure it will. You know, 95.
Well, if you're still at 95, we'll do another.
There we go. It'll be impressive. Be 102.
How about the blueberries?
We may not remember anything we say.
They
Where
talk
were
so
we?
much about the blueberries being, you know, to get rid of your toxins.
Yeah, antioxidants. Yes,
Blueberries and beets.
Blueberries, beet. There are so many things out there that are natural that would replace, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I want to throw that out there.
He
right
doesn't
now.
play one on TV
I don't
either.
play one on TV. No, I am a biochemist.
biology.
Oh, you are a biochemist? Wow. Okay then.
But I am on 0 prescription drugs. I used to be on 3 for just cholesterol. And I didn't like the way they made me feel. And I took all 3 at one time, had an empty stomach, and I almost had to go to the hospital. So now I'll talk to your doctor first. I take niacin, which is B3. I do eat a fairly healthy diet. I do eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I eat a lot of meat, though. I take a lot of arginine, and my cholesterol was pretty much within 30 points of it was when I was on all 3 of those drugs.
Wow.
My liver is not being trusted. My kidneys are not hurting me anymore.
Wow.
I take turmeric and moringa to help me breathe because it's an anti-inflammatory, and I always had a mild asthma, which I don't have.
I've heard a lot about the turmeric.
Yeah, there's so many benefits to taking these things. Now, not everything works. I took black seed oil. It didn't work. So I stopped doing it. But when I took the turmeric and that, I immediately could tell my breathing was better. So they used to have me on a maintenance inhaler.
That's right.
And I was on it because of the Asian beetles that they let loose in here plague numbers. You know, if I kill one of those, roll my eyes would swell shut. If I breathe it in, they would shut down my lungs. So I had to have an emergency inhaler, which I rarely had to use. I had to have a maintenance one.
You know about the Asian beetles?
Yeah, those little
Asian beetles.
Yeah, so they give out an oil.
My koi love them. Wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, my koi love them.
Keep feeding. So anyway,
I didn't know that.
I have taken that maintenance inhaler twice in the last 2 years.
And that was more for your lungs.
Supposed to take it twice a day.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
More for your lungs
More
or
for my
up
lungs.
in your
More for my
nasal?
lungs.
Your lungs.
So really, I've got to make all those pharmaceuticals by going to healthy lifestyle, which I always had, and then by going to supplements, because there's a lot of things in nature that will take care of it.
Oh, absolutely. The Indians were way ahead of us
Right, well,
when
they-
it
well,
comes
they had
to
to.
natural
Yeah,
spirits or
yeah.
whatever.
You
Yeah,
found
yeah.
something that worked, or you suffered.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's
And
true.
they talk about CQ10 too, which is
Yeah.
supposed to be so good for you. And
Yeah,
your
and
heart, for your heart.
right. I mean, you want to take them with food.
Yeah.
You want to take them throughout the day.
Right.
Don't take a handful for breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, most of us is going to pass through.
Right.
So I take vitamins throughout the day.
Real.
Yeah, I got them in my gym bag. I got them at the house. You know, when I'm at work, I'll pop a couple C's. You know, when it's cloudy like that, I'll take these. When it's sunny and that, 'cause I'm outside. So when you're outside, natural sunlight.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. For a short length of time.
Very
Not long.
interesting.
What do they say? 20 minutes? I
About
think
20
I had
minutes.
skin
Well-
cancer.
Well, I mean, if you're fully clothed, then you can.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, about 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, anything after that, I start to.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
take-
yeah, I do.
But
No, I
actually,
just
your
don't.
body, the less able you are to tan, the more vitamin B that your body produces.
Say that again.
The less ability you have to tan, the more vitamin D you produce. Because your tan actually is protecting you from absorbing those rays. So for somebody who's darker skinned, has to be out there twice as long as me. Or you can take something.
I just read yesterday that there's sunscreen for the black skin.
Sure. Oh, of course, that's something.
I know my
Yeah.
girlfriend. My girlfriend always had tan lines on her wrist from
Right.
her watch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They
Yeah.
burn too. They're skin sensitive.
It just takes a lot more. Because
very
where they
Not a whole
originate.
lot more.
Well,
If you out there, you a bird.
especially
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you don't have the covering you used to have.
Right. Well, we're almost out of time, and if there's anything else you want
No,
to
I
say
just, like I
before we
said,
do.
you
Okay,
know.
well, it's been a pleasure,
Thank
and
you.
that's it for now. I'm Linda Freehill with Diane Muntz-Oldenburg for Jim TV.
An affiliate
Gotta write
of
this down.
Gleam TV.
Gotta write this
It's an affiliate of Gleam
And
TV.
remember, everybody, rest, nutrition, and proper exercise.
Rest, nutrition, and proper exercise.
There you
I
go.
is rest down pat.
30 minutes.
The nutrition's not
30
too bad
minutes,
either.
5 days a week at least, right?
3 days a week, 30 minutes. Well, more is better.
Yeah.
But a minimum of 30 minutes, 3 days a week will improve your physical and mental.
I'll get on my bike. My
There you
stationary
go.
bike.
Bike's a wonderful one to do.
That's what I want to do too. I want to get a new bike.
All right.
There you
Thank
go.
you so
Well,
much.
thank you very much for
Absolutely.
being here. This is very, very, very enlightening.
It
Very-
is.
I hope you
Appreciate it.
enjoyed it. I hope
I
we
did.
helped some people on your.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I got to
thanks
go
for
through and say
watching,
hi to
guys.
How many
everybody.
people you got on there now? Let's see. I can't tell.
Diane, you forgot to say Streeter, and this is Streeter. We got a champion in Streeter.
Yay.
We're still going.
I gotta cut that out. Wait, go ahead.
He'll edit it.
Oh, believe me,
No,
I know. They
no,
edit
no,
us a lot.
This
They edit.
is going to be a 3-minute
They
video.
edit. But how cool is it? We have so many cool things in Streeter. We have the Doug Deacon, the football player from Streeter, and now we have our very own world champion
Power lifter.
power lifter, not body lifter.
And
SSTREAATOR Streeter.
there you go.
There we go.
And also, I'm the gold medal discus. For,
Okay,
Oh,
gold
the
medal.
distance.
That's right.
and I go to Nationals July 11th in Pittsburgh.
Oh, there we go. Stay tuned. You
Even
can
though
see him on
even though
TV.
you're in Mokina, okay?
Well, I was in Mokina.
Okay.
I'm in Cornell now.
You're in Cornell now. Okay.
But-
We missed that whole
My
thing.
kids went to school here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And so they went to St. Anthony's, then became St. Michael's, and then they went to Marquette.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I've always been teaching at St. Michael's for I think, about 18 years now.
Okay.
What grade does she teach?
Second.
I know I should know her.
She was teaching first and second for a while when they were smaller.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And now she's second grade.
Yeah, I hear they're growing.
They're
School-
going
the school
to.
is growing.
And
They're
they're
gonna add
growing-
more, yeah. They're gonna add
Because
5
it's
more
the only
programs.
school. It's the only Catholic
Really?
school here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so
And it's, yeah, I was gonna say, there's no Catholic schools in Cornell.
No,
no, there's just the grade school. My daughter-in-law teaches there. There's
no,
only-
when we moved out there, there was a sign that said there was a church, Catholic church there, and we moved there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it wasn't there anymore.
I was gonna say, there used to
So
be.
then we had to- then we had to
years
go find-
ago,
then we had to go
yeah.
find a church. Well,
Yeah.
we went to the one in Pontiac for a while, and then we discovered one here, straighter,
Yeah.
and we liked Monsignor Hand.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah, he was nice.
Okay,
So then I
okay.
decided to take the kids out of Cornell and put them in the St. Anthony's.
Yeah.
Which,
I'm a St. Mary alumni.
there you go.
That doesn't exist anymore either.
No,
Or our church. Well, I think this has really been fun and very
Yes,
interesting, and it
very-
even kind of
very
almost motivates me.
That's my channel's about motivation.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I have to get on the channel and check it out.
Make sure you subscribe, and then,
Okay.
there's that membership.
We will do. Thanks for
Donations,
joining us.
All right, we got everything
Oh,
right.
some things I could say.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Well, this won't be your last time. And now, when you're 95, you'll be here a lot more before you turn 95.
I don't remember why I'm here for.
Right.
As we stare at the camera.
Well, we used to actually do.
Kids, get off
I need to get some pictures
That's
real
right.
quick. And,
Oh, okay.
he used to do a show for us that we have. It's like a lot of problems at the gym. Just
Well, yeah.
music and
Didn't you go
Yeah.
to the gym to film?
yeah,
Yeah, people don't like that.
We did that.
and
Yeah.
people. When
People
we was
don't
at the
like to
Y,
have other people seeing them.
when we was at the Y, we got so many complaints.
Yeah,
So when I looked heavy, I always have to incorporate a spot.
right.
Yeah, a lot of high school kids will do that.
But we working on getting studio
I
space.
asked them. I said, now you're on a live stream.
Mhm.
This is going to be online.
Did you cut this off yet?
No, it's still going. That's going. They like hearing real life. All right, let me say some highs. Hey, Jacob, Lone Wolf Ray, how you doing? Teresa, thanks for stopping by. She's a wildflower. How we doing? Appreciate it. See who else is here. I always like to say hi to my subscribers.
You should. That's wonderful.
Oh, there we go. Kurto, yeah, hello. So everybody, thanks for joining in. That was the interview I had, which will be on Gym TV. You may have to search for that. They'll provide me a link, and I'll put that on one of my videos, so you can go to that. And then hopefully I'll be able to pop it on my channel somehow.
Because you're an administrator at Gym TV 14,
Right.
so it'll be.
I'll
on
have
there.
to
You
figure it
just-
out. That technology sits. So everybody, thanks for joining in. I'm gonna shut it off here. Gotta go eat me some breakfast, and then probably find a gym.
Most important meal.
Yes, it is.
Even if it's at 4:00 in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
If you work third shift, that's what it might be. Thanks for coming in, people. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Looks like a 15.